It's kind of crazy how ideas come to you sometimes. The idea for this video came to me when I was getting out of the shower, I was drying off, and then the light bulb just clicked on, and there was the idea. You know how it goes, right? And if you don't, well then that sucks for you, doesn't it? Really, I could say that the idea for this video came from a smart alecky remark I made in a completely different video of mine, where I said that not everyone wants to go through self-improvement. That, and it also came from a giant lack of sleep I had from the night prior to writing this script. Thanks, idiot that decided to play their loud music at 2 in the morning. But today, I want to answer the big one. Why in the world INTJs are so obsessed with self-improvement and personal growth. It's some kind of addiction, it has to be. But before we get into that, don't forget to improve yourself by hitting that subscribe button. And if you hit that like button, you get some extra credit. So with that, let's get to it. Now there's a few different ways we can look for the answer to our question. And if you already know the answer to our question, please don't spoil it for everyone else, okay? One factor for the INTJ is our extroverted thinking cognitive function, which focuses on streamlining things, making things simpler, just getting through a process faster and more efficiently. Have a flat tire? Fix it with duct tape. Need to hang a picture? Try duct tape. Have a broken heart? Well, we don't really have an answer for that, but here's some duct tape anyways. All kidding aside, when it comes right down to it, as the INTJ starts looking for ways to make things easier, they are naturally going to turn inside and start looking at ways to make our own lives easier and more efficient. By streamlining what one does, you have more time to do, well, more. This is why running a schedule for INTJs is so important. We get things done quickly and efficiently with the least amount of needed effort. Now that last part is the hang-up, but we'll get back to that in a minute. If you've ever wondered why an INTJ has been so critical of your decisions and telling you to do something one specific way, that actually circles back to extroverted thinking. You see, there's something that people tend to miss in the fact that the criticism that the INTJ just laid out to you is actually something that they have already considered for themselves. Another reason INTJs are into self-improvement is their introverted feeling cognitive function. Having internalized feelings means that you're more likely to reflect on your own feelings and your own personal values than you are to expressing them to others. Hence the reason why an INTJ is more likely to say, hey, do this thing to fix this problem, rather than something that would be, you know, more approachable, like, I know, I really love this approach, you should try it this way. In some way, I think I just broke myself. Adding to this internal look is another cognitive function called introvert intuition, which, let's face it, anybody that has this knows that this thing practically demands that you are always looking inside your brain at all times. People with NI as a dominant function tend to come off as distant, and it's true. We can space out, we can be overloaded, we can even look grumpy and not even mean to. The big one though for INTJs is we will look into ourselves and demand more. All of this self-improvement comes with a catch, and as promised earlier, that catch is extrovert sensing. Extrovert sensing is all about how a person is looking at the world around them. SE gets excited about new things, like my penchant for love for the latest technology, new experiences, again, for me, technology, and just the general things that are going on in the world around them. Now you might be asking, well, where's the catch? The catch is, this thing is at the very bottom of the cognitive function stack. So what does it matter where a cognitive function is in the cognitive function stack? It really comes down to this. These are in order of how much you are going to use them and in what order you are using them. which means when you get down to the very bottom, you're using that one the least. In this case, it means that you aren't inclined as much to pay attention to the world around you, like the dirty dishes that you have piled up in the sink for the past 2 days, or has it been a week? Recognizing this fact is another reason why INTJs become so obsessed with self-improvement. Nobody wants to get up in the morning only to find out that they can't pour themselves a bowl of cereal because they don't have a clean bowl to pour the said cereal into. Self-improvement just comes as a necessity. It comes from a need to keep from accidentally doing self-harm to oneself inadvertently. The reason why INTJs become so obsessed with self-improvement really comes down to 2 things. Becoming self-aware to the fact that we need to improve ourselves in order to live somewhat normally in society so we can help put society on a better path, and so that we don't inadvertently kill ourselves before being able to tell everybody how great self-improvement really is. Because honestly, not everyone understands the fact that sleep is important, dude. Don't play your freaking loud music at 2 o'clock in the morning. Some of us have a hard time sleeping, you know?